Okay guys, I am not going to lie. Anything with pastry, I am addicted. I'm telling you, I absolutely love pastry. But in particular, I love puff pastry. Absolutely, I mean anything like croissants or, and plain mind you, not with all this chocolate nonsense on it and almond business, just plain croissants or flaky, really flaky, crusty sausage rolls. I am addicted. So I'm going to attempt something I haven't attempted before. I am going to make a pear and brie tart. Sounds interesting. And I might put a few grapes on it for garnish when it is done. So I'm going to save you all the boring bit with my peeling pears, etc., etc., and just move on. Right, now as you see, it's quite a large sheet of puff pastry. So what I'm going to do is, again, as I said, try something a little different and something I've not done before. And I'm going to have it a double layer. So we're going to have brie and pear on the bottom, another layer of pastry, and then more brie and pear on the top. We'll see how this goes. As I said, it's an experiment, something I've never done before, but something I thought I would try and would be quite impressive at a party. Okay, now I did say I would save you the boredom and tedium of watching me finely chop these pears and the cheese. But me being me, and of course, always so well organized and never have completely crazy ideas out of the blue, oh I'll do that. Here's me with not enough brie. So this tart, pear and brie tart, suddenly becomes a pear and 2 cheese tart. So we've got halloumi on the bottom level, and we will have a layer of pear, and then the layer of pastry, and then the layer of brie, which will be cut very finely, and then another layer of pears with a little sprinkling of black pepper and some rosemary. So let's see how it goes. Right, so there is the first layer of halloumi. Okay, and to be honest, this layer, because it is underneath, the pears don't have to be too beautifully arranged. They can be spread randomly anyhow you so choose, because they're the underneath level. Okay, so the pears will go on top like so. Da 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 da. I will then add the rosemary, the black pepper, the honey, and then start the next layer. Right, here is the first layer done. As I said, this layer is the, what cheese is it now? Halloumi, that's it, halloumi, because I didn't have enough brie. So I've decided to make it a 2 cheese pear tart. There we go. So there's the first layer with the halloumi, liberally scattered pears, not too beautifully scattered, with some rosemary, and here comes a sprinkling of black pepper with my fancy machine that I love so much. Listen, this black pepper grinder is as technological as I get, trust me. Anyway, I will try and make more effort with the top layer of pears and make it look a little bit more presentable. Right guys, here we go. This is the top level, and personally I think I have made strides with presentation. That does look better than the other level, doesn't it? Just say yes, okay? So there we have the top layer, and what I forgot to mention was just pinch the sides. Don't make it too perfect. You want it to look a bit rustic, so just pinch the sides so that the content doesn't pour all over the edges when it gets hot and stays within the pastry. So we will see the outcome when done. Okay guys, here is the end result. It doesn't look too badly, does it? So that's a pear and double cheese tart in puff pastry with a little black pepper, honey, and of course rosemary. Now there can be any variation that you want, any variation. There are a number of variations. You can put red onion with it, etc., etc. But it was my first attempt, so I just thought I would keep it simple. And this will be served with, what will it be served with? Probably a salad and a nice chili jam or chili jelly that you would serve with foie gras, you know, red fruits, and a little kick of chili in there. And yes, I know often my methods are unorthodox, but I like to just keep it loose. Not a virtue, of course, but just so that people aren't afraid to cook, and food is not a daunting, frightening thing. Just try it. If it goes wrong, the bin will eat very well that day, and just try again. So there is my pear and double cheese tart. As I said, it was supposed to be with brie and brie alone, but there wasn't enough brie in my larder, so I improvised and added halloumi. So I will see how it tastes. Happy cooking, happy eating, guys. Right, there is the finished product. The pear and double cheese tart. Just served with simple asparagus in a balsamic dressing and with the chili jam. Very easy. I can't wait to touch it. There is the final product. Pear and 2 cheese tart with asparagus in a balsamic dressing. Very simple, very easy. Don't be afraid, just try new things. Very easy.